I want to make a quick video about my macOS workflow, how I use it as a data engineer and writer. The main reason is I'm tinkering with Linux and switching to Linux. And I saw this DHH video where he showcases Omarchi, so where he actually shows
Umach?
Arch Linux, but yeah, set up in one script, so you can just run one command line, and then you have a very nice setup that just works, and it's very much optimized for shortcuts. And this is basically what I use on my Mac OS as well. And that's why I wanted to, before I switch to Arch Linux or this setup, I wanted to document also for myself, but maybe also for you guys if it's interesting to you, how I use the setup on macOS, and then I can compare it to the setup afterwards. So my whole setup is really set up around workspaces. So as you can see here, I have my 6 desktop here. So this one is now very okay. Yeah, 5 desktops. So you can see it's a bit buggy. That's also one reason why I wanted to switch over to something else like Linux. So I have first is always my terminal. Second is always my browser. Third is always my note taking. Fourth is usually Slack communication, and 5 is calendar and miscellaneous. And then yeah, the setup is that I can switch with one shortcut. So if I hit Alt 1, I'm in my terminal. Alt 2, I'm in my browser. Alt 3, I'm in my notes. Alt 4, I'm in the recording. Calendar 4. So I can really switch forth and back really fast. It's not as smooth as on Linux, I noticed. I set it up on a very old Dell laptop with one couple of gigabytes of RAM, but it couldn't run Windows anymore, but it ran this Omarchi perfectly, and it feels like my MacBook M1 Max that I have here. It's even faster in terms of responding and changing apps. So that's why I wanted to try it. I'm not sure about like Docker and really heavy use that I sometimes use here, so that's I will try as well. But yeah, first for my setup, I use yabai and skhd, I believe it's called. Yes, yabai and this. So I used Amnesys before, um, but this lets me basically do the same thing as like it's a window tiling manager. So I can really open many. I can open another thing here. So I can I can jump between them. I can close them. So if I'm in here, I just close them. So I can go left and right. Close. So this is really cool, right? I can also do that with the browser. Um, yeah. So that's one thing I like to have. So everything is one shortcut away. Then obviously you have the Spotlight. I use Raycast because it's Rust-based and super fast. So if I want to open Slack, I just Slack enter, then it opens it. But even more so, what I also use it is for example, Spotify. I have a shortcut M. So if I open that now here, yeah, it opens. I can now go not only to the workspace but to the app itself. So I can go with M, and then space is my terminal. So I can M space. So I can really switch between them. I can close it. For example, what I use often is I have another shortcut for Alt W. This is my Claude. I can just my Obsidian. I can use my term. I can then jump back in between, right? I can maybe what I usually do. I move it to. I move it here, and then I can actually basically take a note or ask something. And the really nice thing about this, if I ask something here, I can close it with Alt W, but it's still there, right? So I can then note something and then open it again, copy something, and then go back. So this is really a nice workflow that I like to use. And yes, what else? Another thing I really like about Raycast is file search. So if I hit Command Shift F is my shortcut, I can search for workflow. Now it searches all the files. So I took a shot before, so I can just with the Command Enter, I just jump there directly. Now this isn't the thing, but it jumped directly here. If for example I hit only Enter, it basically opens it. So this is really a nice shortcut I also use often. And yeah, because I also use heavily tmux here in this terminal, so I can jump between my blog. So you can see here I have blog, I have brain, and this is my website tab. But then I can, for example, switch to my book like so, and then yeah, I can go back. I can go like this, forth and back. I can, for example, like run this quickly, open it in my browser. And now it's my, I can test something, so this is locally, right? And then I can do the same for my blog. I also have a mic file here. Then I can open my blog here locally, or if I want, I can also do it for my book. This is just a different port. So this gives me really a big power that I can test everything locally, everything based on Markdown and terminal based, yeah. And that one I would like to replace on Linux as well. And then, yeah, I know that the role will be quite, there will be a lot of things, but what bothered me a little bit is like all of the stuff running in the background. For example, I get WhatsApp notification even though WhatsApp is closed. There's more and more permission requests even though I downloaded an app, or so it's just so much babysitting, and it gets more ad. I need to disable all the stuff. So they really want me to use their AI and so much more. So it's just getting more and more a hassle. But yeah, I probably make some compromises in that it just works, right? So the MacBook, the battery life, if you connect to a presentation, it just works. And yeah, I probably need to find many tools. For example, I have many different keyboards. I have Karabiner set up here with many complex modification, for example, caps locks. And then HJKL uses the arrow key, so I can easily use the Vim navigation in every app. I use umlaut. All this kind of stuff I need to set up again and to see that it works. I made a list here for myself, like Hibernate I need, search in files, Snagit is probably easy to replace, plug and play, yeah. But I can also just buy any laptop, cheap one, and then it will work quite well instead of buying a very expensive MacBook, though they hold quite long. But this is basically what I'm trying. So I take this quick screen share of my workflow so I can document it before, and then I will probably take another one when I fully switch to Linux. And hopefully, yeah, I can do everything I can do on my MacBook now. But yeah, this one line installation of Omar key, Omar is actually quite well and looks really similar as I want to have it anyway. So yeah, I tested it once quickly and it looks really beautiful and fast. Yeah, let's see how that goes. Have a nice day and see you in the next one.